For your safety, please stay seated during this train ride. Keep your head, hands, feet, and any self-sticking GoPro stick inside the train. If you accidentally drop an item, just remember the number alongside the track. Now we get back and get send somebody else to retrieve your item for you. When the train comes to a complete stop, you guys can unlatch your chain.
Species while listening to stories about life on the plantation and Hawaiian heritage. Just a few announcements as we head out into the plantation. For your safety and those around you, please stay seated. Keep your head, arms, legs, and any devices, including selfie sticks, inside the train at all times. Please refrain from eating or drinking, and if you should accidentally drop something outside the train, there are numbered markers along the train path. Just tell us the marker number where you dropped your item, and we'll be able to retrieve it for you upon our return. And now, sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride. Let's begin our journey with a little history on this special place of Oahu called Wahiawa. Before the Hawaiian Islands were united by King Kamehameha I, Wahiawa was where Oahu chiefs and their armies lived, trained, and fought for control of the island. Wahiawa was also the birthplace of royal family members. Roughly translated, the name Wahiawa means place of rumbling. It was believed the rumbling sound of thunderstorms common in this area were the voices of the ancestral gods welcoming an offspring of divine rank. Today, Wahiawa is home to people of all backgrounds. If you can spare some time, visit one of the many shops and restaurants in Wahiawa town and experience the hometown pride and aloha spirit displayed by its residents. Off to our left are pineapple fields in various stages ranging from land preparation to harvest. Here, pineapple is grown year-round. However, depending on the time of the year, the fields you see may be fallow or undergoing planting or harvesting. To prepare the field for planting, the ground is plowed and mixed with fertilizer, resulting in a fine, nutrient-rich soil. Next, strips of thin plastic mulch are laid in the field. The plastic mulch helps to confine the fumigant, retain moisture, control weeds and pests, and heat the soil to stimulate root growth. After the field is prepared, the planting process begins. The green leafy top of the pineapple, called the crown, is the preferred planting material used in Hawaii. Each crown is planted by hand. The planters use a sharp planting to harvest. The second crop, called the ratoon crop, takes another 12 months, resulting in a 2.5-year cycle. After the last crop is harvested, the field is knocked down and the pineapple plants plowed under. The land then lays fallow for almost a year before the new cycle begins. To harvest the pineapple, a crew of workers will walk through the rows of pineapple, twisting off the fruit and placing it on a boom conveyor, which gently moves the fruit to a bin on an awaiting truck. Even must wear heavy clothing, gloves, and mesh goggles to protect themselves from the sharp, rigid leaves of the pineapple plant. Once the truck is full, the pineapple is transported to the Dole packing plant, located right across the street from the Dole Plantation parking lot. Before entering the packing plant, the pineapples are placed in a water dump system designed to clean and separate the pineapple, so only the best quality fruit makes its way into the packing plant. Once inside, workers hand select the fruit based on size and shell color and carefully pack them into boxes. Roughly half of the Dole pineapple grown in Hawaii is sent to various stores and restaurants throughout the Hawaiian Islands. The other half is shipped primarily to the west coast of the United States, with some pineapple even making its way to Japan. So, how can you tell if a fresh pineapple sold in a store in your hometown is a Dole pineapple grown in Hawaii? Just look for the tag. If it says Dole Royal Hawaiian Pineapple on the tag, you've got yourself a genuine Dole pineapple grown right here in the islands. Here's a bit of history on the pineapple. The Hawaiian word for pineapple is halakahiki, which means foreign fruit. It is believed in the refrigerator, it'll keep longer. And if you're interested in learning the proper way to cut and core a pineapple, check out our free pineapple cutting demonstration in the Dole Plantation store. The demonstration will also show you how to grow your own pineapple at home, and you'll even get to sample some fresh cut pineapple. Here's some trivia for you. Did you know that pineapple is an excellent way to cap off a heavy meal? That's because fresh pineapples contain the enzyme bromelain, which is a natural digestive agent that breaks down protein. And for you aspiring chefs, here's a cooking tip. Use fresh pineapple in a meat marinade to add flavor and to help tenderize the meat. Besides being a tasty fruit, the pineapple is also regarded as a symbol of hospitality. Long ago, when the European colonists first traveled to North America, they brought pineapples with them, which they would place out on their porch, door, or entrance to their home. This was a symbol to their neighbors that their voyage is over, our door is open, food and drink for everyone. This tradition continued throughout the years, and to this day, the pineapple is seen as a symbol of hospitality, proudly displayed in residences and business establishments throughout the world. Chocolate lovers, this crop on our left is for you. This is a field of cacao trees. The fruit of the cacao tree is a football-shaped pod that comes in various colors. The pod ranges in size from 8 to 14 inches long and grows directly from the tree's main branches and trunk. Chocolate is made from the beans that are inside the pods. If the pods aren't visible, look for the trees with long green leaves. Those are the cacao trees. A variety of other trees border the cacao field, which help to shield the cacao trees from excessive wind and sun. Cacao trees flourish in humid tropical regions in a narrow band 10 degrees above and below the equator. The Hawaiian Islands at 21 degrees north are one of the few exceptions with unique microclimates that promote the exceptionally deep, complex flavors in the chocolate. Hawaii's chocolate industry is relatively new, but is quickly establishing itself as a source for some of the best and rarest chocolates in the world. A few miles north of Dole Plantation is the Waialua Estate Cacao Farm, run by Dole Food Company. The rich volcanic soil and excellent growing conditions in this area, combined with high-quality chocolate-making practices, have allowed Waialua Estate to become the undisputed leader and producer of the best chocolate in Hawaii. If you haven't done so already, we encourage you to visit the Waialua Estate chocolate display area inside the Dole Plantation store. In addition to showcasing a delicious assortment of world-class chocolates, we also conduct a free demonstration on how chocolate is produced from bean to bar. If you haven't noticed, there's a large reservoir out here. It's called the Tanata Reservoir and was constructed in the early 1900s. The reservoir holds roughly 155 million gallons of water and is used to irrigate the pineapple fields and other agricultural crops in this area. Okay, let's take a short break and enjoy some music performed by local recording artist Manoa DNA. Their CD titled Pineapple Express is only available here at Dole Plantation, and you can pick up a copy for just $5 by showing your train stop. Here's Manoa DNA, more land. So, in 1922, James Dole bought the island of Lanai and converted it from a cactus-covered island with 150 people into the largest pineapple plantation in the world. For nearly 70 years, Lanai operated as a pineapple plantation, and in its heyday supplied nearly 75% of the world's pineapple. By the 1930s, Hawaii was known as the pineapple capital of the world, and James Dole, the Pineapple King. The Hawaiian Pineapple Company he founded was now processing over 200,000 tons of pineapple a year, helping to make pineapple Hawaii's second largest industry, responsible for 90% of all the canned pineapple produced in the world. James Drummond Dole passed away in 1958 at the age of 80. The Hawaiian Pineapple Company he founded is now known the world over as Dole Food Company, and the Dole brand is one of the most recognized brands in the world. Another agricultural product that played a major role in this area was sugar. Back in the 1950s, there were over 20,000 acres of agricultural land in this area. Roughly half were pineapple fields and the other half sugarcane fields. Many of the early pineapple and sugar plantation laborers were from foreign countries, such as China, Japan, and the Philippines. Plantation villages or camps were set up to house the workers and their families. These villages reflected the different cultures the laborers brought with them. In fact, many cultural aspects of these plantation villages have endured and influenced life in Hawaii today. Over the years, Hawaii's agricultural land has shifted from being dominated by sugar and pineapple to a multitude of crops, including bananas, macadamia nuts, papayas, and flowers. Hawaii also produces some of the best coffee, which has been growing in the island since the 1800s. Coffee plants generally take 7 years to reach full production. Hawaiian coffees are world-famous Arabica varietals such as Typica, Katuai, Katura, and Mocha. The Typica variety was first introduced to Kona farmers from Guatemala and is now grown on Oahu's North Shore as Waialua Estate Coffee, which is owned and operated by Dole Food Company. In the spring, following heavy rains, coffee plants produce small, fragrant white flowers which last only a few days. The fruits grow for 6 months and slowly change from green to yellow to a glossy deep red, at which point the cherries, as they are called, are ready for picking. Harvested cherries must first be wet milled to remove the skin and dried as green bean coffee. Next, the green beans are dry milled to remove hulls or parchment. They are then classified and bagged for roasting. Try a cup of fresh brewed Waialua